Hi, we're Sarah and Seunghyun. If you're new here, we're a couple from the United States and South Korea who quit our jobs in 2022 to spend a year traveling the world together. We set out with a goal to travel to 23 countries by the end of 2023. And this channel is a diary of that journey, where we share all the ups and downs of our adventure to 23 countries. Last episode, we wrapped up a week-long campervan journey around the gorgeous sights of New Zealand's South Island. And in today's episode, we're on our way to the airport to board a flight to country number 13, Australia. I am gonna see all the wildlife while we're here. We're only going to one city. It's a very short trip, but we had to do it. We had to come to Australia. And my goal for the next few days, I need to see a wild cockatoo, okay? I need to. It's a requirement. That's all I care about.
We're going to a new country.
Woo! Country 13.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good night. Made it to Sydney.
If your passport has this little thingy on it, then you're eligible to get in quickly. So it makes it pretty easy. So we're gonna go do this digital thing, get into Sydney. We found out that all you have to do is jump on the train and it goes basically right next to our hotel. This is a giant double-decker subway.
So this is the station closest to our hotel. It looks like an old historic building almost, where they renovated it. We thought it would be a lot more busy, but it wasn't that crowded. It wasn't too bad. So yeah, we're gonna walk to our hotel, but it is getting late, so we're eager to get some rest.
My first impression is that it is so much warmer here than in New Zealand. Great weather, perfect temperature, really cute downtown area, and they have trams. So a lot going on. I'm excited. To update you guys, 0 cockatoos on Cockatoo Watch. We'll check in later to see if we find some. Just kidding.
And we're staying in Holiday Inn, and it's actually right in the middle of Chinatown. And we see a lot of Asian people, Asian communities here.
The reason we booked the Holiday Inn is because we had points. So we booked it with points from our credit card. They upgraded our room. We found out that breakfast is included and we get to stay on the top floor. I feel like this is super nice after coming from a camper van. We didn't ask for an upgrade or anything. They just upgraded us, so yay! We're so excited, but first we're going to take a shower and rest and try to get all this camp grease off of us. Alright, good morning everyone.
Good morning everyone.
Welcome to Sydney, Australia. It's our first day in the city, so we are just gonna get out and explore. We're gonna go try to hit a lot of the big sites. Our mission for today is basically to try to do this on a budget. And so we're starting out right here where our hotel is. So we're in an area called Haymarket, and apparently it's called that because at one point they used to actually have cattle and hay market.
Many years later, the cattle farmers had left, but the vendors that were selling all of the knickknacks, they stayed. Even today, there's a huge market right here where we are called Paddy's Market, and it's only open on Wednesday to Sunday. We're just gonna hop in real quick because apparently it's one of the best places to shop in the entire city. So we're gonna check it out and just have a quick look around before we head on our way.
We just left Southeast Asia where there's big markets, and I feel like we're still there. It's like a huge market with all kinds of knickknacks, souvenirs, all kinds of stuff. I think they sell a stuffed bird, stuffed cockatoo.
They might.
You can get anything here. Do you need a sheep fur? Do you need a cowboy hat? A koala bear hat? Get it here at Paddy's Market.
Come here. Look at this mankini.
Oh, Seunghyun, this could be you. Or this one.
I'll be too sexy. It's illegal.
I think so. And actually prices weren't bad. Oh yeah, we're walking around this vegetable market and the prices here are awesome. Hey, but we're not cooking this week, so we don't need to worry about groceries anymore.
And I think this market, being close to Chinatown, it has a lot of fruits, vegetables that I think are commonly used in Chinese style cooking. So they have this small seafood section as well. It looks like fresh seafood. Let's have a look.
An abalone is only $5 Australian. That's not too bad. I've never seen red abalones. Are they usually red?
Oh yeah, they're red. The ones that I've seen are light brown.
and I want sushi for dinner. But I think we're gonna head on. Since we don't have anything we wanted to buy today, we just wanted to check it out. This building is really historic, and to see that this has been around since the 1800s is kind of interesting. Definitely think if you need to buy souvenirs, this is where you should come. Or if you want some sashimi. Right now, we're just walking through the streets of Chinatown. It's really nice. There's beautiful trees, lots of people out eating and buying stuff. I feel like we didn't leave Asia.
It feels familiar.
So far, I love it. I mean, what do you think?
There's a lot of restaurants. Like the vibe. Today is slightly warm. It's a really good weather to go out and go for a walk and look at the city. We're starting to see a lot of big buildings, and I think this is the side of the main Sydney business district. And we walked across this fountain area where a lot of people are chilling and reading their books. Yeah, I feel like this city is very relaxed. It is very chill, and it's pretty cool. I like it. I like it here.
This park has so much stuff going on. I could just hang out here. They have like table tennis, fitness stuff, birds.
Your favorite.
Birds! We're making our way right now over to Darling Harbour. So if you come to Sydney, there's all kinds of options for cruises around Sydney Harbour. But we heard that for about $5 you can just jump on the ferry and they take you around the harbor. You can essentially do the same thing just for a fraction of the price. It's beautiful here. There's this bridge where a lot of pedestrians are walking across. It's just such a nice day today. I think we couldn't have asked for a better day for our first day in Sydney. It's the pirate ship. Arr.
Arr. Oh, pirate ship right next to Navy ship. Bootstraps.
The balloon. The sea shanty.
Hoist your sails, you buggers.
That's all the pirate talk we know.
We found a giant bird that looks like a penguin.
And there's a maritime museum here, so I think if you want to see all these ships, you can go to the museum. I think it costs quite a bit, but there's a bunch of cool boats. Like there's another pirate boat in front of us near the lighthouse, and there's all kinds of stuff, submarines and things. Even though it costs money to go to the museum, you can kind of just walk around and see the boats from the outside too. You could spend time doing that. So these are a lot of the cruises you can take around Sydney Harbour. They all take off from here. We're just on a budget cruise today, right, Seunghyun?
We heard this is where we get the tickets, but we're not sure, so we're gonna find out.
I think this is it. It looks like where you'd pick up a boat. And it's just like the subway or a bus. You can just tap your credit card and buy your ticket. And I think we just wait here in this floating platform, and then I think the ferry comes. They have one that departs and the next one that's coming. So it's gonna be us.
Alrighty. 여기? Oh.
Right here. Alright, so we're on our way. This ferry only has a few stops, so we're gonna see Sydney Opera House and some other really cool sights. We're gonna head on our way now and enjoy the view. That building right there.
So I think it's really cool they have a public transit ferry. Just like a bus or a train or subway, you can tap your card and get in. For tourists like me and Sarah, we can take advantage of this. It's a great way to see the city, and I'm really liking it. So this is what the front of the boat looks like. Ooh, so bright.
So there's a lot of seats in the ferry. They have seats right here in the very front, which is where I'm at right now. They also have seats inside if it's raining. This is what the front seat looks like.
Just looks like a ship.
It does look like it.
So I've been on the boat ride for only about 5 minutes, but I noticed there are so many boats in the Sydney Bay. As a person driving the ship, I think you gotta be really careful because there are so many boats.
Alright, this is pretty awesome. We have like this whole side of the ferry to ourselves basically, and the views are great. Look at that. There it is.
It's the Oprah.
Opera House. Oprah. I imagined it to be bigger. Yep.
There are so many districts, areas in Sydney that are divided in waters.
Yeah, and they have like a little carnival on this side. I think it would be really cool if you had a family to like ride the ferry across and then get off and go through the carnival.
Oh, it's like it's a whole amusement park.
I think each neighborhood seems to have a different flavor, like a atmosphere. We were in tall skyscrapers, busy. Over here seems a little more smaller apartment buildings inside.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm not. Obviously, we're not the only ones that had the idea to go on a ferry cruise ride, but I think this is a great way to see the harbor for cheap. There's a lot of other ferries too. You can ride a longer ferry, like out to some other places. You ready to get out?
Yes, let's go.
We are at like the central area, facing the harbor. On the left side is a place called the Rocks, the original settlement on the historic district. I think we're gonna explore that area on a different day. Instead, we're gonna head to the right because on the right is the Opera House and the Botanic Garden and some other sites. But this is a really cool central place. You can tell it's really, really busy. There's a bunch of trains that come through here, and this is where the downtown busyness is. Let's go see the Opera House. Ooh, so we are right in the thick of it right now. The really touristy part of town. But we noticed there's all these restaurants right on the side of the harbor. So I think something you could do is just hang out and get one of these cafes or have a meal and just watch the boats come in and all the people and activity going on. I'm sure that these restaurants are really pricey, but we have a mission. You know what my mission is?
Finding a kangaroo.
I'm gonna touch the Opera House. I'm gonna touch it. I just want to see what it feels like. Is that a weird thing to say? The most iconic thing in Sydney, it's like the symbol of Sydney, right? But like, I don't know what it's made of. I just want to touch it, okay? Is that a weird thing to say? You need to touch it. I did it.
What does it feel like?
It's concrete that looks like stamped and like there's tiles in it. I never knew that. I did it.
What does it taste like?
Oh, you can find out for me. This is pretty cool. I would love one day to actually go to a show here. I didn't know there's these glass windows and you can see the table settings inside for an event and it looks so fancy. I don't know if they're having like a wedding. The outside area has a bunch of parks and walkways.
I think I've only seen the images in the textbook or in the TV in the news. I feel like I checked off another place for things to see in my lifetime. It really didn't do much other than the fact that I'm just being here. But it feels a little bit accomplished. It feels good.
Now we're gonna head up right in front of us to the Botanic Garden to just walk around a little bit and see if we can see any birds. A lot of people are just chilling out here on the grass watching the harbor, but I'm on a mission. I'm pretty sure sure these birds are just like pigeons to people who live here, but to me, we don't have birds like that walking around, so I love it.
A few moments later.
Mission complete. They're so loud and chaotic. Oh man. Mission accomplished.
I don't speak Hakatsu, but I can tell they're dramatic. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh! They're everywhere. Right above me.
Did it work?
I think this tree is their favorite tree. They sound like devil banshees. They're so loud. I bet Australians hate them. They're like squirrels.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. Hi there. Whip. I can't believe they're right. So we're just chilling with a sea of cockatoos. Oh yeah. See, they're so funny. They're so weird. Why is he upside down? I feel like I could reach out and grab one. Did we come to like the magic cockatoo place or something? Okay, this is like the craziest thing I've ever seen. They're so playful and they just, I don't know, this is crazy. Can we move to Australia?
Yeah. Ooh, that's good.
I can have 500 pet cockatoos. They're having a conference right next to me.
I feel like I'm at a zoo.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of looking at the bird. I feel like they're looking at us. We're at the center.
We're in the zoo exhibit.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello there. Okay, babe, I think we should go. I don't want them to think we have food.
They're like,
Oh, hello. I don't know why it's got
he's like, are you sure about that?
I don't know. I was worried he was gonna bite my ankle. I think he wanted my shoelace. No, I don't have any food.
Oh, he's like,
I don't have any food.
you sure about that?
I don't have any. I really don't have any.
Oh.
Okay, here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was fun. I think people feed them, so they think we have.
Ooh.
Bye-bye. Whew. I could hang out with these birds all day, but I think we're gonna go find some dinner.
We're gonna eat some cockatoos for dinner.
No. You can tell that people feed them. I'm not quite sure what the kind of regulation is on that, but I was always taught not to feed the wildlife. Wow, there they go. Bye-bye. This Botanic Garden is just really gorgeous. This is a really beautiful place. It reminds me of Central Park a little bit. I love it. It's really nice, right by the harbor. And there's a cute little cafe right here. So you can actually get food and stuff. I'm sad because like the sun is starting to set, so we have to go. But I could walk around the Botanic Garden all day.
Yep, so I think we're gonna walk our way back to Chinatown.
Alright, so we just came out of the Botanic Garden, and behind me right here is the Art Gallery of New South Wales. Is free, so you can actually come to an art museum right here next to the Botanic Garden. But we're running out of time, so we're not gonna do that today. Alright, so this is another thing people do for free. People who like architecture like to come here. Behind me is St. Mary's Cathedral, and this is Fraser's Fountain. So this is like another site, especially people who like history. There's so many parks. So we just walked into Hyde Park. This park itself has a lot of monuments, I think, fountains and stuff and statues. Kind of surprised at the amount of green space here. I didn't know that about Sydney. I think it would be really cool to work in this city because they have so many parks. I can see like if you work in one of the office buildings nearby to come out here for lunch or your breaks and walk around. If you go on one of the free walking tours, this is where you start, right at this fountain. I'm sure there's a whole history behind it. I see some like mythology characters. But I'm sure there's a lot more that we don't know. I guess that's the bad part about just coming by yourself. My favorite part is the turtles. Yeah. Another free thing to do is to visit Town Hall. Again, it just happened to be on the way home, so we're getting like a full tour of Sydney by accident. You can see some statues and some info about Town Hall here. Very busy place, and there's lots of shopping nearby too.
Oh man, look at KFC. It's a historic KFC.
I think it's calling $600.
Oh my gosh. Nene chicken.
I didn't know they had that here.
Man, those are the times where you feel a slight bit of Korea pride, where Korean companies are doing well, standing right next to big chain companies. And it's also making me a little hungry too.
Oh my gosh, we can go play League.
Sarah just pointed out a PC bomb. Go right over there.
Walk right by.
무공생활, what is that?
Are we in K-Town? Is this Koreatown? They have a bunch of Korean signs. There's Patty's Market.
Yeah, we're literally right back there, and this morning looking at the market.
Now we just have to find something to eat. It's gonna be really tough because there's so many restaurants that look really good and they're not as expensive as I thought they'd be. Okay, so we are on the hunt for a restaurant called Mr. Chen Beef Noodles. Now we had beef noodles in Taiwan and we fell in love with beef noodles. Oh, so many restaurants look so good, but I think we're gonna get the beef noodles.
Alright, so we just ordered one lanzhou beef noodle soup and one wonton and noodle. And I got wide noodles and Sarah got wider noodles. And I think this is more popular noodle type though, this wider type. Hi. Thank you.
Here's yours. Ooh, mine looks good.
Yours does look good.
Yeah. I got some spicy wonton noodles. They're super good. I got my favorite wide cut hand pulled noodles. Oh man.
Looks really good.
It's only 15 Australian dollars. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. I love the texture. It said it was spicy. It's not very spicy. But you can add chili oil and stuff on the side. Oh, it's so good. Let me try wonton. That's so good.
You're looking great.
Oh. I'm not sure about the pork filling. It's not my favorite, but the noodles themselves, like the wide cut noodles, so good.
So I got beef noodle soup. It smells amazing. I see some pepper flakes and really big chunks of meat. And I got wide noodles. Oh, it has a radish too. Let's have a bite. Oh yeah, beef brisket is super tender.
Good.
The broth has really beefy, tasty, thick broth that I like. It is so good. They did a great job of slicing the meat brisket really thin. They gave me these pieces of radish too. I think these are for the meat.
I'm so full and so happy. What do you think?
That was really delicious. I feel like we had a good piece of Chinatown here through that dish. That was really good. That was really good beef noodles.
I think that's where we're gonna end things today. So we're full. We had a nice long day.
Wait. So we just went to this one beef noodle restaurant. We noticed there are a lot more near this area. We'll have to come back.
There's so much food here, and it's like way more affordable than other restaurants we see around town. But I think that's gonna end it for us tonight. We had a really awesome day in Sydney.
Our hotel is just around the corner. We're gonna head back and then relax for the rest of the night.
See you guys in the next one.
All right, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Anything you want to add?
Yeah. No really.
Smells like nothing.
Sarah says the statue looks like Donald Trump.
Zoom in on his face. Like, tell me that does not look like.
It's just a casual, solid bro. These seagulls are just unreal.
Just waiting for any.
They're like, feed me, please. Country number 13. We're on a mission to 22 countries by
23.
23.